January 10th is National Houseplant Appreciation Day. This day was created to bring awareness to the importance of houseplants. Not only do they create oxygen for us by converting carbon dioxide into oxygen, they also release moisture into the air. Many are very easy to care for, being a pretty therapeutic hobby. So today, the way I'm going to appreciate my houseplants is to show them off to you. This plant right here is a heartleaf philodendron. I've had it for quite a while. It's just one you can pick up at home improvement store, or I think even Walmart has these. Then right next to it we have a Thanksgiving cactus, also known as a false Christmas cactus, because they look very similar to Christmas cactuses. Over here we have an Easter cactus, also called a spring cactus. Right next to it we have a jade plant, and I have another jade plant over here. And I have another jade plant right here. This plant here is called a flaming Katy, I believe. And it has pretty little blooms. Hopefully I can get it to bloom this spring. That would be neat. This one is pink. Right here, this is a Christmas cactus. And it is getting ready to bloom for us. Except we're not going to be able to see it today on National Houseplant Appreciation Day, but you take your time, little plant. I appreciate you. And then right next to that is another Thanksgiving cactus. It's wanting to bloom as well. Over here is another Christmas cactus. I can't tell you why it's purple. I don't know. I know a little bit about plants, but I don't know a ton about plants. Over here we have an old man cactus. I guess because it has a bunch of white hair like a beard. This is a zebra plant. It's usually in with the cactuses and succulents. And here we have another Thanksgiving cactus, and look, it is wanting to bloom as well. Right here is a ZZ plant. Very simple plant to care for. Doesn't need any love, doesn't need any attention. Water it whenever you remember, and it keeps growing. We have a bunny ears cactus, because it grows a lot of little ears out of the top of it. Let's go check out my other plants in the living room. Here we have another heartleaf philodendron. This is actually the mother plant of the other heartleaf philodendron I showed you earlier. This right here is a money tree, and then right behind it, I don't know what that is, some sort of yucca plant. Don't mind the 5-gallon bucket there, I'm about to change my fish tank water. Over here we've got an umbrella tree. My mother gave me this plant. She actually gave me a lot of the plants that I own. Next to it is another ZZ plant like what we saw earlier. Looks like I need to dust the leaves a little bit. Over here we have some sort of pothos, a variegated leaf one. I'm not sure of the name. And above it we have what is called devil's ivy, which is a wicked name, isn't it? But it's called that because in the wild this plant is really hard to kill, and it actually kills a lot of trees because it grows so fast that it blocks all the sunlight for trees and stuff. So they call it devil's ivy. But it makes a decent house plant, easy to care for. Over here we've got an elephant's foot ponytail palm. Looks like I need to water it more, don't I? That'd be a good way to appreciate that plant. Here we've got another umbrella tree. This is actually a baby from the one that I showed you earlier. And over here we have a Ginseng Ficus bonsai. It's a little bonsai tree that really needs some trimming. Look at how big it is. I need to trim these arms. I usually do that in the spring. I've had this plant longer than I've had Aaron. And I met him in 2010. And here we've got what is called a snake plant. It's also known as mother-in-law's tongue, which is kind of funny. I guess some people have troubles with their mother-in-law. It's very tall. I've had it a very long time. Got this originally from my brother John. And back here we've got several more jade plants. So, if you don't already own house plants, I'd say today is a great day to pick one up. They're not very expensive. Get one of those small ones. Get it a little pot and start your collection, or just keep one. But that's a good way to appreciate some plants. I think you'll find that you rather enjoy owning houseplants if you don't already.